and welcome back to a student database management system developed in C++. Now let's exit out. Okay, so I'm going to continue with the database. So let's come right to the next one here, the guidance. So the guidance is also data source 1. Click on that and let's look for anything that's got to do with the guidance in there. So we have parents. Okay, the next one is going to be guidance name. So there should be something that relates. Okay, that would be P first name. Let's look for that. There we go. It's supposed to be parents first name. The next one is P surname. P surname. There. Address, P address. Let's see. There. Work phone number. Any connectors with work phone number. There we go. And that will be P mobile phone or mobile. P mobile. P mobile. And finally P email. P email. Parental email. Where is it? There. Okay, all of that sorted. Now the next one here is, let's come up here and take care of these other ones. And there we have, that is not correct. So let's see, what did I do wrong in there? That's course and this is email. So why are they sharing the same thing? So repeat, check that out. That should be course. There, that's fine. This will be course code. Faculty. Dean of faculty. All of these information are on my database. And head of school. Program leader. That will be P. Program leader. Course tutor. There. And building. Let's see, building. There we go. St. Malachy's Hall. So scroll right down. This one is done. So let's take care of the degrees. Select that. That is Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Art, Master of Art, Master of Science, scroll down, PhD, Doctoral, let's see, Doctoral, where is that? There we go. And right here, let's take care of this ones. That will be units. No, that's for this core. This is unit. Unit 1, unit 2, 3. We have 4 now. Come on. Unit 4, 5, 6. There. We got 7 and 8. So all of the subjects taken care of. Now this core, that is unit score 8, unit score 7 here, Where is it? Unit score 7. Score 6. So all I'm just doing now is connecting my components to my database. Score 5. Where's 5? Score 4. 3. 2 and 1. Let's come into 2 and finally 1. So all of the units or modules are all taken care of. Now let's take care of total score. Total or total, and this other one they don't have. There is no data source in there. Okay, so let's check out total. Data source for total should be total. Data source for ranking is database 1. No, data source 1. Data field for ranking. Ranking, that's first class. And date. Let's see date. There we go. Okay, that is the issuing date or the examination date. So let's save that and run. There. Alright, we are almost there. Now the next thing we need to do is to connect the navigator and connect this. So exit out, come right down, click on the navigator. All we need to do with the navigator is just to insert the data source. There, it's taken care of. Now let's go straight to my DataGridView here. Select the DataGridView. Now come right here. Let's see. Data source is going to be data source 1. As you can see, I only have 2 fields in there, so there's some work to do in here. But the other thing is the text content on it seems to be too large. I'm just going to reduce the size of that. So I'm going to reduce it to maybe about 10 so that we have enough room for everything. Now as you can see, I only have access to just 2 columns. So let's right click on it and select column editor. The column editor, we now want to enable this very one, add all columns. There we go. The 2 columns that I can see is just student ID and first name. So let's select this column here, student ID. Let's select student ID first. The width of student ID is 112. First name 2000 plus. No, we don't want that, so we can make that about 100. And surname appears. Now surname, let's see, surname is 2000 plus as well, 100. And address 2000 plus 100. Postcode, nah, 2000 plus. Let's see gender. So let's come right down here, bring this here, gender, class all of these. The width of gender is 2000 plus as well. I'm going to make that maybe about 70. You see this title of this, let's just reduce that. Title font, that is it. I'm going to make that 10 as well. Okay, getting somewhere. Guess you guys get the whole idea. Okay, I still have quite a bit to go through, so I'm going to speed that up now. Okay guys, I'll finish up with the data grid, so that's how it's looking now. So the next thing I want to do before I run the program is I'm going to select this plane and just change the back color. Let's come in here, color, double click on the color. Now I'm going to customize that. Right in here I'm going to enter 9558 by 160, and that is it. I'm going to click on OK. So that is fine. So let's run it and you guys see how the grill look like. It's coming up. There we go, look at that. So we can scroll all the way and get the rest data. There we go. Now I'm going to go back in here. Something that I would like to achieve is when I click on this navigator here, if I click on the plus sign, as you guys can see, we can then enter new data. But the whole thing is I want to be able to select different subjects in here and add there. And here as well, this is fine, but this is not fine. I just need to enter some number data in here. So I'm going to refresh there and exit. That's not working as well. So let's come back in here. Let's bring this down. Just double click on the exit, and in there I'm just going to enter, let's say, show message confirm. Instead of confirm, I'm just going to change that to all system down there, and just enter close in there. There we go. So that should take care of the close. So let me run it and just try that out. The system is coming up. There we go. Now click on that, click on OK. There, system is down. Alright, let's go back into our design view. Now I need to take care of all of this here. So I'm going to double click on result. Okay, right inside this button result, I'm going to declare a variable. This variable is going to be an array. So let's say int score, that will be equals, let's make that about 9. I might need less than 9. Okay, so that is fine. So the very first thing I'm going to now do is I'm going to say score. I want score to take in the following values. So the very first value that I want the score to take, that's the array always start from 0. That's going to be score 0. That will be equals. Let's convert whatever data we have inside our text box into from string to an integer, and that is going to be DBE unit 1. Point to text. There we go. So that's my very first one. So very first call that goes inside this very, let me show it to you guys. I am now addressing this very one. So I'm going to go back and address the other 7. So bring it down, double click on this. I'm just going to copy that. And that'll be 2, 3, 4. 8. Okay, change the numbers around as 3, 4, 5. We have 6, 7, and 8. And this, since array always start from 0, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And array number 8, I will use that to add up every data that I have in here. So that's going to be 8. That will be equals as follows. Add every single component together. So that is core 0 plus score 1 plus core 2. That's 1, 2 here, 3, and just copy all of these and add a plus sign here and paste, and semicolon at the end. So I have just added it all together. Let's collapse that so that you guys can see it. So change these two, that's 3, then this one is 4. We have 5, 6, and array number 7. There we go. So whatever data we have is now stored in here. Okay, but I now want to store this straight into total. So what's the name of this? That is called that is DBE total. Okay, back into my codes. Come right down here. So that's going to be DBE total, point to text, and we need to convert whatever we have in there again to, that is int to string. And what are we converting? This. There we go. Okay, so that's fine. Now I'm going to try this out before I continue. So have a good look at that. I'm going to save it first, then run. Let's see how that's going to work. It's coming up. There we go. Now add new. We enter score in there. So that's the student score result for each unit. Then click on this. There we go. That's fine. Alright, that's cool. So let's refresh. No, I'm not going to take that. That's fine. So I'm going to exit out. Yeah. So now let's do as follows. Using an if statement right underneath here, I'm now going to say if score 8 is greater than and equals to 700, I think we should close that. There. Then we want the following to happen. That would be DBE ranking point to text, and the text that will appear on that will be as follows. I think this should be for first class. Okay, so let's just enter first class, and that else. So let's come right, just grab hold of that. Oops, undo that. Let's copy, Control C. Else, let's see, we should be able to use else if in here. If it's less than and greater than and equals to 600, that should give you second class upper. Second class upper. if it's less than and equals to 500, that will be equals to second class lower, right? And if it's less than and greater than and equals to, let's say 400, that will be third class. And what other condition? The other condition, let's go for maybe 300. Paste again. Whoa, close that. Paste. If it's greater than and equals to 300, that will be certificate of education or certificate of higher education. E. And anything below that, paste. And if it's less than and equals to 299, that will be a fail. There we go. And that takes care of all of the conditions in there. Okay, we can try that out. Let's see this how the code will work. So save, run. There. And I am going to now click on plus, enter value in there. Okay, let's see. Third class. Let's add to that. We have, no, that was not a third class, that was a certificate of higher education. Let's see this. Still certificate of higher education. Third class. Second class lower. Second class upper. And let's change something here. We're still in second class. And here, let's make that. Yeah, we're almost there. I want to make sure we get that. Okay, let's see. Change this. Now we get first class. Look at that. Okay, all of this is working. Now I need to be able to select whatever unit in here. So, and this one, we need to take care of this as well. So I'm going to exit out. That's all that is left, just these two. Exit out. Okay. Now we need to click on the form load. First of all, what is the name of